Hi, this is Stan Houston with a little experimental program for people of my age and stage. We call it the Encore experience. We're not senior citizens, we're not elderly. Most of us are seeking to try and live maybe a life that is a encore to all of the other performances that we have given in life. And it might be just the most meaningful. I'm told that some of Michelangelo's best work was done between the ages of 75 and 89. Think about that. And even just today, Hal Holbrook, a gentleman who learned how to do a Mark Twain impersonation when he was in college back in the 50s. And that began the basis of a career. And he just passed away at the age of 94, and he retired about 3 years ago. Some people have said with a smile that Ronald Reagan kind of got it right, because one time he was asked, what was retirement like? Oh, well, and he retired. He was close to 80, when he left the presidency, and he supposedly remarked with his usual good humor, "Nah, I don't like retirement. There are no weekends." No weekends. That's right. You look forward to the weekend as a little bit different from the work day, the work week. And of course, when we become a little bit closer to retired, some of us know a little bit of that feeling. The days are somewhat alike, somewhat the same. And we're not so sure we always like that. We want a little more variety in our lives. And of course, now that we're in lockdown, this is kind of even added to that sameness pressure on our lives, because there are a lot less things that we can do and a lot fewer places we can go. We don't like that. And that reminds me that, remember the today is Groundhog Day, and remember the movie where that terrible thing happened to the actor who was involved in that, and I forget his name, but you remember him. And every day was Groundhog Day. Every day was the same. And of course, we don't like that. We would like more things. We want, as someone has said, meaning turns out to be some of the best medicine that we can have. Now, we know a lot about medicine. We all have some, no matter what, and some of us have a lot of some of that. But oftentimes we're going to discover that it will be more than medicine that we need. Obviously, we're facing our mortality. There might not be much more. That's what happens to us, of course. As our pastor once said, we're all pretty much in the fourth quarter right now. And then someone kind of raised their hand and said, and some of us are probably in the 2-minute warning. Yeah, all of that can be true. This is just a thought for your thought and consideration. Remember, that came from the Twilight Zone. Remember that? The nice thing about this program is most people under 50 won't get it. Isn't that nice? You don't get them, and they won't get this. And he said, for your thought and consideration, perhaps we should be a little more intentional about, at this stage, certainly we may improve our golf game, but please keep in mind you still probably aren't going to make it to the championship circuit. What is the thing that perhaps God is just kind of leaning into us and saying, there's more. There's more. There's more to do. And I'll tell you a story perhaps next week about a woman at the age of 95 who leaned up to her doctor and said, hey, hurry up. I've got my work to do. Now, what in the world did she mean by that? That's all a part of going forward on the Encore experience, and I hope that you will join me from time to time, because we've got a lot of things planned if this little experiment works out for those of us who are truly living a life somewhat on the edge but we're fully engaged in Encore living. I'm Stan. We'll be back. Till next time, bye for now.